What is up, you horror nerds? It is me, your host once again, Jeremiah Duncan. Welcome back to the channel. Today's review is an older one, and dare I say, it is actually a piece of horror history. So if you don't have it in your collection, you need it. I'm talking about the 1974 release of Deathdream. Look at that cover too. Wow. This is rated PG, but of course we all know back in 74 that didn't mean squat. This comes in at an hour and 28 minutes. I'm giving this thing a 6 out of 10. You gotta check it out if you aren't familiar with it. Here is what we got going on. In this shattering variation of the monkey's paw, grief-stricken suburban parents, Academy Award nominees John Marley for The Godfather and Lynn Carlin of Faces refuse to accept the news that their son Andy, played by Richard Backus, has been killed in Vietnam. But when Andy returns home soon after, something may be horribly wrong. Andy is alive and well. Or is he? That's what it says. Produced and directed by Bob Clark, who did the original Black Christmas, and written by Alan Ormsby, who did Deranged, Deathdream becomes one of the very first films to confront the domestic ravages of the Vietnam War. More than 30 years later, it remains one of the most chilling horror films of all times. Deathdream was released under several different titles, including Dead of Night, The Night Walk, and The Night Andy Came Home, and marked the grisly debut of gore effects legend Tom Savini of Dawn of the Dead. Blue Underground is proud to present this acclaimed zombie shocker fully restored from a long-lost negative, as well as exclusive new extras that include 2 featurettes, audio commentaries with Ormsby and Clark, and definitive ad gallery, and much more. Again, awesome film, 6 out of 10. Again, the original title was Dead of Night. They had a few others sprinkled in there. Was directed by Bob Clark. Rest in power, Bob. He did A Christmas Story. He did Porky's. And like I said, he did the original Black Christmas. The man's a legend. Shout out to Bob. And again, like it said on the back, this is the first movie that Tom Savini ever did makeup in. Those 2 reasons right there is why this needs to be in your collection. This is why you need to watch it. Because it's history. It's horror history. They do have a body count of about 8 plus a dog that's in this. So not a huge kill count. However, it's creepy and depressing. And the special effects are great for the time, for 74. I think they looked great. Savini did top-notch work, even for his first stuff. I do like the aspect of how it kind of looks into the combat trauma of how somebody that went to Vietnam and had to deal with that coming back home. Despite this person being a zombie, it's kind of like a play on what they had to deal with, you know. And I do really dig that, and I like that. Gets people thinking, you know, especially for that time, because Vietnam was awful. Horror history, again, you gotta have it. Cool and depressing and creepy movie. Check it out. 6 out of 10, Deathdream. I enjoyed it. Let me know if you did. If you've seen it, comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like, subscribe, hit that death bell for notifications so you can keep up to date with what I'm reviewing. Appreciate y'all. Stick around.